Good evening, everybody. This is Johnny Seville. This is your executive summary for stock setups for the for Wednesday, the 12th of July. Of course, let's have a look at the S&P 500 again. Pretty lackluster performance, not really going anywhere with any real power or significance on the daily chart. If we have a look over at going down into the hourly chart, that will bring up the SPY here and zoom in. Here we go. And you can see that we're just basically back and forth in this channel. Very big whipsaw or almost flash crashy type of action throughout the middle of the day, and then again bouncing off of the resistance. So either way, we're still looking at the potential that this could break out, like we talked about in last night's summary, and head up towards 245. And if that does that, there's a nice options play there in the SPY with a quick in and out as it rallies up to 244.20. And we'll look at taking profit there. And of course, but if it bounces down, we could quite easily just continue bouncing back and forth here. So it's a bit of a wait and see, as to how we pan out there. Overall, the open range bias is still negative for the month of July, which is a very high probability indicator, which suggests by the end of next Friday we should close lower than this line here. So between here and here is that powerful open range signal. So that dictates where we should be closing below come next Friday, or within that range. So we'll wait to see. We could go higher and then come back down lower towards the end of next week, and that would be kind of where both situations would be met. So let's go back to our other screen and have a look at some of the obviously the stocks. Now, we sent out an intraday text message alert and email alert here on obviously on Tile today, and that one is looking quite good. Now, obviously, we have the insider selling that's going on, and if we also look at the chart, we can take off some of these moving averages and things and just clean it up a little bit. We can see that the chart indicates a nice breakdown from a nice rising wedge formation. So we can measure the rising wedge and put an extension from the breakdown point. There we go. And you can see that's basically exactly where the 61.8% Fibonacci is of this entire move up. So they both match up really well. So we're looking at that target area of down towards 17.23, and of course the stop loss at $19.12 that we talked. $20.13 that we talked about. And of course we sent that alert out today when the stock was at $19.12. And again, that could be a nice looking drop here. So that's the first one. Of course, you could also look at maybe some October options on something like that. And as you can see, the $20 puts in October are 175. All right. Now the other one, of course, doing really well today. Also, CLX, one of our recent alerts, again from the Smart Money scan. And as you can see, this one has now is dropped beautifully today, rolling over underneath its kind of upward channel, head and shoulder. And we'll make sure we have the daily money flow here. As you can see, the Smart Money indicator just going straight down into the toilet, and this breaking down below 134. Volume went from 420,000 to 748,000, so this is looking really good as we head down towards the target of 122 and change. If you like the options, you could look at the $130 October puts. They're currently 380, but so far the stock play down from that entry signal we had at up around the 140 zone, looking really good. So anyone in that, I mean, we've already dropped $10 from that area, and now we're going for that second leg of the journey. So nice move so far. Okay, we'll go from this one over to a couple of kind of speculative longs. SXCP, Suncoke Energy Partners. These guys have got some insider buying going on, and as you can see, it's if we have a quick look at that, we'll go into the insiders and SXCP. You can see we've had a hell of a lot of buying just going on really recently, and of course the stock is at 1772, which is where they were purchasing that at, and we're right around that area. So this could be quite interesting, and if you look at the chart, there's quite a lot of potential. Quite a lot of potential upside that this could move to all the way up to possibly where it goes. Now, insider buying of that's a fairly consistent slog of purchasing coming, obviously from the insider being Sun, Coal, and Coke, but they're doing that kind of insider buyback type of activity all through this month at this very similar price. I like the looks of that, and we can have a look at what percentage increase that's going through by going over to Open Insider and SCXP. As you can see that insider trade, it doesn't see it doesn't we're not really seeing much of an ownership change there. So for some reason that's not reporting properly, but nevertheless they're buying that out in the open market, and it looks good. So SXCP, and that this one also, if we go over to FinViz here, let's go here. We'll just use a new window. Got too many open. If you go and have a look at FinViz, SXCP, this stock actually also pays a 13% dividend as well currently. So that's got an interesting upside for more buy and hold in type investors. So SXCP could be a good momentum play, and I'd be looking at this to at least kind of rally up to this $20 range, but possibly even further. And I'd be looking at a stop criteria below the low of this candle of 1663, and once it breaks through some resistance, we'd look to raise that. So those are the short-term targets, but I'd be looking just simply to allow it to break through those and continue higher. And with a nice juicy dividend like that, it obviously encourages people to have a little bit more of a hold. Now, as soon as we start breaking through these resistance levels, you can obviously see that we've got a nice support zone sitting right here, and then a nice resistance we've now broken here, so that stop loss could be quickly improved once we start to make some ground. Okay, so that's that one. And then the next one, NVGS, is also interesting. This is obviously a nice, beautiful fallen angel pattern. Is right at resistance right now, about to break through the 22.3. Money flow is really strong, and nice technical strength here. As you can see, just about breaking through the 50-day. So if we can break through this overhead resistance and break above 883, you got a decent long up to a target signal of 987, and I'd look at a stop signal there of 827. So that looks interesting. And then so those are the couple of longs and also a couple of shorts to take a look at. And in terms of a few updates, MCC has performed well all the way up, so I'd look at a possible updating that stop criteria to 617 to protect those profits you may have made. And of course, if you're not a member of the Acorn stock trade setups, then you should be. We send these out like almost every night, and we've had some real rippers recently. One of our most recent ones, CARA, which actually came from one of our students, has also been on top of the ones you've already seen. This one has dropped from $617 down to $12.56 just in the last week and a half. That was sent out on a couple of Fridays ago. On Thursday, June 29th, we sent that alert out as it gapped down. So don't miss out on the next one. It's only $9 to try for your first month, and see how much money you make. So give it a shot. You can enroll at www.acornwealthcorp.com/gold. You'll get these videos. You'll get text message alerts when we send them out intraday, as well as live training sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. So lots there to soak in, and some of the best trade setups for this type of smart money scans. So hope to see you in the next video. Again, acornwealthcorp.com/gold. Take care.